welcome back to Rusty Gears Season 4, Episode 28 with me, Sid. And I'm over here in the forge, and we are going to use the forge. I've actually done a little bit of work, so while we wait for these to heat up, 4 meteoric iron ingots there, and I've got 4 meteoric irons in the gas forge here. Let me show you what we got. I also will need just that because we're going to be using the steam hammer. But we've got coal storage over here. Currently 2 chests. This needs to be a 3rd chest. Big old coal bin with the coal oozing out there onto the floor. This is our decorative anvil. This one is just an anvil which is decorative completely. Of a decorative forge. Table here with a fire pit on it for heating up things. Another table over here with our 16 ingot molds with a whole load of copper. So I'm going to be using that. I've relocated this over here, which has got stuff in it. But the pride and joy of our build is this thing. This is the steam hammer, and it took a lot of building. Now there's annoyances around the edges here. Look. This 3 dimensions. Now wherever possible I've hidden it with these frames. You can see through that one. It's a slight side effect, but you just come through here, flick that on. You've got a good wind going, so you should be good to make me 4 plates. Now the one thing I don't have in here is a quench tank. Which is awkward, so we do need to address that. But that is a steam hammer. That is, without a doubt, a big old power hammer for a forge, and I love it. I think it really blends in there nicely. So that I am really happy with. However, we do need to sort ourselves a quench tank, so what we're probably going to have to do is now this is going to be awkward. I'm going to have to throw... I need a quench tank. I need a location for a quench tank for starters. Maybe here. So let me just chuck those on the ground, because I'm going to need to undo that. Come into here, put down my thing, and grab you. And you, and in the first instance we are going to do that. That will be more than adequate. I'll keep hold of that because we will want it, but we'll grab you and we're going to sploosh you in like that, and that's all good. And what I'm going to do, I'll put a lip around this so it's clearly, you know, raised up. However, that's good enough to quench those plates. So want the plates, that's for a reason. I've been cooking peanuts, that's why I'm carrying more food than I need. That is pretty much a natural state of being for me. So what do I need? I need to make myself some nails and strips. That's what these coppers are for. I basically, I don't know whether I'll make all of that into nails and strips. That should be enough, maybe. And this is to make us a meteoric iron storage controller, which is going to take a chest and some metal parts. because I'd like to start planning my storage room off this side. Now this is going to be a huge storage space, potentially going to have more storage underneath it as well for bulk, but it doesn't matter, we can start on that, and I've done a little bit of planning around that idea as well. Pardon me. What do I need? I need to go and grab myself some aged, polished andesite stuff. Not andesite, granite. Have I got any? That's the question. Now I know I have got a little granite kicking around somewhere, but I don't think I've got a lot. I've got granite cobblestone. We can go for granite cobblestone. That would work fine. I'm not seeing any other options right now. Dry chalk or granite gravel. Granite cobble. Or I could get really risque and take up that, and then just throw these in just the odd random spot, and that will do the trick, I think, possibly even better. It shows that it will throw. In fact, we'll put one less randomly there in front of the power hammer, and then we can go plob, 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 and plob. Boop. Hang on. Need to boop with I don't really want it that deep, but let's have a play with you. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That's if I halved it. And perhaps like that. There's going to be the odd time when that will slosh. I think we're doomed to sloshage. But I can live with a little sloshage. I don't want too much sausage. Sloshy sound. You can really struggle to say that without sounding a little bit inebriated, I'll be honest. Alright, nails and strips in my own forge. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Couple of pieces of you. Boop. 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 And interestingly, I don't really know, but you can see the actual charcoal in that one. You can't see it in this one. I made the actual base of that one higher up, so it doesn't look like it's been cooked with coal in there. This obviously, when you stick a or coal in it, it looks like a fire pit. There's nothing I can do about that, short of putting in a hood or something or moving. I did wonder whether I could get it in here, but it's going to really struggle to keep I'll lose some of the aesthetic, I think. So let us find the hammer what I am using, that one, and make myself lots of nails and strips. I'll be back in a second. Okay, that is a very satisfying sound. Copper can go away, but still need a door in here. There's a lot. Obviously I need to finish off this storage. I need to transfer all my metals down, if I'm honest. Or why wouldn't I be? 250, 250, 128, 128, and 123. So those are batches of 16 copper, and then you've got all of that going up there as well, which is great. Still need to do something with this as well. In fact, while we're doing that, let's just put this lot away. I do like this table. This was a fairly simple chisel, but worked well. And I do need to put some more clutter in here. We'll stick a few chests and crates and things around. But as it stands, you know, this forge is now fully functional. And if I take my my strips, then I need to do, let me do this, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 initially. Thank you. 2 of those need to become trunkage. I think I've got a chisel. I've got one that's worn. Only that one. Maybe it'll work with that. We'll give it a try. It's a QP chisel, so yep, high capacity decorative chest. And then we can take you out there. And we can place, oops, have a third one there. Now I could have done crates or barrels or something, but this should be more than enough for most of my storage needs for fuel, you know. Well, that's what, 8, 16, 16, 24, 28 slots times 3. Should be more than planned, more than adequate. The other thing we need is 4 Keypro parts. Perfect. And then we can go and get this in. And that will be that build. Storage controller, meteoric iron. It has got a range of 28. That's 28 block radius, not diameter. Which means I could go from here, I can go 28 blocks that way and 28 blocks that way. I could also go and have, say from here go 28 that way, 28 that way, and actually have the storage controller positioned somewhere in the middle. I could go 20 that way and 8 or 5 that way and actually have the storage controller in here but be able to see over here. There's a lot of options. For now it's just going to go down there and there's nothing in it. But if you highlight the area, look, I mean, positioned there, it will reach all the way out to here, all the way over there, and you can't even see that way. So there is a possibility that I may position it in this room and actually have a big warehouse over here and a small storage room over here. However, that is not the thing I want to do right now. I have a question and I don't know the answer. So together we're going to go and find out the answer because, you know, that is what we do. Let me put those and those away for now. I really should just drop off some of this food as well before we head back to the Church of Sami. I think I'm going to get this. I want to get this as a screenshot though. This really does need. Mega screenshot it. There we go. Oh no. Oh, I only got a screenshot. Doesn't matter. Right, we're good. Let me go and leave some of these peanuts behind. And choke a bit, as you do. And we can head to somewhere we go. We've got those. I'm going to, in fact, let's leave them all for now. These things are brilliant as a food. I mean, they've got 190 saturation and they last forever. So, just as a food that you can put in your hand, they're great. But we're well provisioned for food. I could actually. I also made myself some meaty trail mix. I'm in two minds about this one because it is quite expensive to make. It's, you know, some nuts, 2 pieces of, I think it's 4 pieces of that meat, 3 pieces of dried fruit, a slice of cheese, and then 4 and 4 makes 1. And that just seems an awful lot, given that that's 190. 4 of those are 22 each, so, you know, I mean, look at that, that's 150, 1300, 16, that will fill you up in one go. You can go to starving and it'll fill you up, but it's, I don't know, it's very expensive to make. Anyway, yeah, enough rambling, more experimenting. So, back here at the Church of Sammy is where obviously we've had our base for a while, and if people have been on my, I'll use the word loosely, hotel, will have been open, and I recently emptied this, so, you know, there shouldn't be, oh hello, shouldn't be a lot in here. What have you got? Oops, hello, come on, give me. What you selling, mate? Not bad. I don't really need a recurve bow at the moment, that's the problem. Don't need any of that specifically, so excuse me. A little bit of cash there, a little bit of cash there, a little bit of cash there. So 18 gears for doing bugger all basically. We'll stick that with the rest. There's 2,700 gears there. It is possible to really abuse systems in this one, and then I'm carrying another 250 on my personage as well, just to be on the safe side. I don't know why I've got that in there. Let's get rid of you. Is there anything else in there that we don't really need to be carrying? I don't think so. I mean, there's a few bits in there which we probably won't use. I mean, that's there just for my temporal storms. Don't really need that oak log. Don't really need those oak planks either. Keep the nails. It's always handy to have nails with me. That is going, I think, nowhere. That needs resetting. Those are going nowhere, and that is the one I'm just wearing out at the moment. I've just cleared out a whole bunch of titanium. That's a spawn room, so we could probably repurpose that at some point as well. Right, what was I coming down here to experiment on? Well, I'll show you. We have got up top an oven which we use for, we've got this one which we use for pottery, and we've got this one which is we use for charcoal. Now obviously I don't want these to stay here. I'm going to take these with me back home. I've got a whole load of timber there. Incidentally, I have also got some bins. I really need to rename those, but and that's a decorative chest, and it's just where I throw odds and sods of stuff away. That, for example, I'll never use, so I can keep it or I can throw it. I've got several of those. That's one of my old recurve bows, just some bits and pieces. So yeah, rubbish bins. We've also got some of the modern build. Now, what I need to do is I need to, for starters, I want to just have a look at, what are you? You are birch logs and the other ones are oak logs. Yeah. And then in here I've got a little bit of redwood, not a lot. I'll go with oak, I think. I don't think I've got... Yeah, I've got plenty of oak to go around, haven't I? So we'll go with oak. Just incidentally, how's my sifting going? I need to put another batch on, but we can do that in a moment. Now, what I would like to do, and my question here is with the case of this is, if I were to dig you out and I were to place those in place, and then I were to take my pantograph and then I were to give you a door close model, and then I were to go and connect door, door closed, connect door, will that work as a means of closing this off for a fire pit? And the answer is I don't know, by the way. I have no idea if this will work or not. I'm just going to fill it up. It's only a small 3x3, so it's not a really big one. And then the other question is, can I light a fire in here while standing in this invisible door? Which is probably a bigger, probably a more pertinent question actually. And then once I've answered that question, then the next question comes along, which is, would it work with this? And the answer is I still don't know. Because it may go, well, that's not a valid block type, so, you know, I'm not going to do it. So this is what we're going to experiment with. We're going to set a charcoal kiln going, and we're also going to stock up some pottery things. I think Candy's online actually. I don't know whether she oh yeah, she's answering. I know she wasn't feeling very well last night because she said surgery on her mouth, so I don't know whether she meant dental surgery or surgery, but she was streaming without talking because it hurt to talk, so, you know. Oh, and she's gone, so I can't ask her now. Okay. You know what? She'll always need Crocs. That's not a problem. And I mean, you know, the cooking thing, not the unsightly slip-on shoes. So let me do 3 of those. I think three will get me a good way, and then we'll work out how much more I need. I'll get this stocked up, and well, we'll see. We'll see how we go. Back in a moment. All right, moment of truth time. Bit of grass. Place you. Grab that, light it, I think that one's working. That's good. Right, now the less likely one to work. We need to place 2 of those. Grab you. We're going to and then no. So that's now done, and obviously we can break those if we don't want them. I think I can get rid of you. Now I just need to go and do a bit of clay forming. So yeah, let's go and make some crocs, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I went with 16 crocs and 16 ceramic bottles because I do like ceramic bottles sometimes. They have a, I suppose they have an artisan quality that appeals back to days of, I think the idea of some moonshiner, well, not a moonshiner, that would be a very American thing, but you know, somebody doing some illicit alcohol brewing somewhere in the black country of the UK, for example, making illicit spirits. So that is that, and he doesn't like that stuff, but it will definitely work okay with you. Yeah, okay. So the answer to our question is it does not like chiseled blocks, and I'm going to bet that, yeah, I can't place those in there. Okay, it was worth a try, but now he's more than happy, so that's fine. We can put this on to cook while we're in the area, and we can throw away these 2 chiseled bricks to despawn gracefully. So not that one, but we'll work with that one, and I think that is, or it appears to work with that one, and I think that is because that just looks for the shape of a structure and it doesn't look for what the blocks are made out of, whereas this is looking very specifically for a mud brick, and when I chiseled them they became not mud brick, they became chiseled. So subtle difference, but subtle enough that it was there. Right, the other thing I wanted to do, I should have some chert. I don't know how much chert blocks I've got, or whether I don't think I've got many, to be honest. It's not looking hopeful, is it? You know what? Aged chert. Aged polished chert. Aged polished cobbled rock chert. Wherever that went. Don't know. Vanished. Cobblestone. No more chert. That's oh, there's a little bit of chert there. Don't know what. Something splashing around. So I have made myself a tunnel, and that tunnel comes all the way around to here, which sounds very unpleasant on the other side of that block, but that's fine. We're not worrying too much about that right now. What we are going to do is we are going to replace up this wall and this floor and give ourselves a direct entrance from here into our thing. I'm going to make you 3 high, even though I think that will work better. Just because, and that may actually even go 1 higher yet. But yeah, at some point I want to close off the entrance from the Church of Sami, and this will be my way in. Oops, hello. I didn't want to do that. So yeah, the objective here is really to mix this up a wee bit and make it kind of blend down into this. It's going to be interesting. I may actually see if I can get a little bit of peridotite as well floating around up there, because that would be... So if I go stair, stair, hang on, nah. That's going to go step, 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 block, step, 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 step. So we're going to have a block there. I don't know what I'm going to make the block out of. Probably rotten ebony planks, actually. I should have some ebony and some rotten ebony, or aged ebony. Let's start there, shall we? That can go like you. That can go like that. And then we'll just come down like that. These will chisel obviously into something a little bit less less blocky. And world will be good and happy, and we'll make that into a, in quotes, secret door, although it's not going to be that secret because you all know about it, and if you all know about it, all of the gears know about it, because we all watch each other's videos. So yeah, though I not so secret door. Right, you go in there, and let's get that done. And then I want to hide those torches, and we'll recess those into the wall, so we will have torches down there as well, just because. Let me just do a little bit of basic work. It's nothing. It's got to be nothing fancy, and I'll be back in a moment. All right, nope. Let me get rid of you for a second. We've got our secret door. We've got our tunnel down. All we need now is a secret door here. Which is going to be easier said than done, but we'll need a chisel in the offhand. Oh, needs a hammer in that. Yeah, I'll get myself in there. Eventually we'll get there. So, that's our floor. I probably also want one more block of that. So, and I'm going to need to borrow one of those and one of those from over here as well. Just because. You get the rotten ebony plank, I think. Yeah, rotten. Let's go with rotten, and we'll take you there. I'll pop you in there. Lovely. Then I'm going to take you and you, and I'm going to place that there and that there. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to set you to door closed. I'm going to copy that and set you to door closed. And then I'm going to use these two blocks and I'm going to copy you and set you to door open. Copy you and set you to door open. Then I'm going to link the doors, and then I'm just going to put these back. That's the way you avoid having to have a different keep templates of all of this for the different blocks, otherwise they kind of change texture. And then in theory we just come in here, going out into the sewer, off we go, coming back home, in we come. Do I want to move? No, because of that I think that makes more sense there. It's just a bit of annoying coming in on that side, isn't it? Maybe. Maybe we just do this and we'll put them on the other side. Simple enough to do, isn't it? And again, we're going to grab you, and we are going to do door open. That's more like it. Right. Another task done. I don't know whether that was long enough. What reason I'm doing this over here right now is because we have to stay in the area while that kiln is firing. Not so much the charcoal kiln, but the pottery kiln. That feels much smoother getting in. Then we just come up into our little base from up here, which means when we move out of here, which we're not far off doing, we can actually consider having a different entrance and closing the church entrance up, which is kind of my objective here. I want to potentially use this for something else. I'm not sure yet what, but you know, whatever it is, this bit here doesn't want to be here. In fact, I'd like to move you. Well, you won't need to be here either because we won't have a base here after a while. We'll go back to spawnage. Still cooking. 0.1 hours left to go. We just need to wait on that, so I'll be back in a moment. Alright, the thing, I've got a feeling, just got a feeling, that is not working. Now the reason is, normally the smoke particles would come from all over that, and I think that is coming from one spot. Yeah. Charcoal pit lit, but not seeing. Now if I were to jump in there and just replace it with now you can see the particles seem much denser. I don't think that will work then as a trick, which is a shame. It's not the end of the world, but it's a shame. So that is largely it, I think, for this episode. Got quite a few little chores done, and we made a start in the direction of this. Now I've got to decide what I want to do in here, because I think, if I remember rightly, my cementation furnaces are 5 by 5 by however tall they are, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can fit 2 in side by side, providing they go here with the door there, and then you got 2, and then you got 2, and then you got a door, and then you got a 2 set back, so they're not in the thing, and then, you know, with access somehow to get in and put the fuel in for the cementation. Do I need 2? No. Will I make 2? Maybe not. I might actually make a cementation furnace and a charcoal kiln. Which could be a thing in this base over here. Down here we've got the back wall of the metal storage. This will go off. We'll have something over here. We'll have something over here. Corridor off this way. I need a new Jonas pallet, so we are going to have to sort that out. But I'm really happy with the way this forge has worked out. I'm not sure whether I like it more than my Season 3 forge. It's different. It's got obviously a different aesthetic. But we'll see. We'll go how we go. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.